It is 8:14. Allegations have been flying over the past several weeks involving the breach of trust by the people that we trust our children with. And this includes, of course, the Penn State child sex abuse scandal involving former assistant coach Jerry Sandusky, as well as the assistant football coach at Staples High School in Westport, Michael Pickering, allegedly providing a password to a porn website to young teens there in what he calls an effort to try to build team unity. So radio host Lisa Wexler, an attorney, is here to talk about these cases and some other ones. So, yeah, I mean, we've been talking about in the newsroom, it's a bad time for college sports, high school sports. It's just so
this conspiracy
strange.
Of silence. And then there was a case that the person was sentenced on Thursday to 14 years in prison. A summer counselor in Connecticut had gotten the trust of a whole bunch of boys, and then during the year he posed as a woman, as a teen, in order to induce them to send pornographic images over the net. And then he blackmailed them when they found out about him. And he's going to 14 years in prison in Connecticut, another lowlife. We have all these lowlifes. And the question is, as a parent, who do you trust? You want to send your kids to camp. You want them to be a Boy Scout. You want them to participate in a freshman football team. You want to certainly send them to a safe college environment or participate in a charity if you're an underprivileged mom and be able to send your kids to somebody with a good reputation. I mean, there's no real answer except that we have got to have these people more morally accountable. The conspiracy of silence has to stop.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. Do you somehow have a task force? I mean, you can't have people going into schools and universities and the Boy Scouts and just making sure. Do you have to have higher penalties if you're in a position of trust and you get caught doing something like this? Maybe.
And I think you already do. I also think with respect to college athletics and high school athletics to an extent, there seems to be a different standard, and there seems to be a segregation that is going on for years now. And what it has led to is this elevating. I mean, Jim Calhoun, I don't know him from Adam, but why is he the highest paid employee in Connecticut on our taxpayer payrolls? Why? Why is a basketball coach paid more than the head of the Supreme Court of the state of Connecticut, than the governor, than the best principal of the best school? What is that about? That is a reflection of our values as to what we consider to be more important. And I think that that conversation has to begin. I really do.
Well, it's so true. I mean, teachers notoriously don't make that much money, and then you have star athletes who make so much money, and actors and things of that nature.
And the kids are the pawns at the schools because they are not allowed to necessarily get money. They just get a quote-unquote college education for free, but everyone else around them is making the money. And the whole thing is insidious, and the whole thing is, it's seedy, and it's corrupt. It's corrupt. Universities are supposed to be about graduating people to elevate academically. They really were never intended to be places where you're supposed to graduate to be the best athlete in the state. And we have gotten sidetracked, and our values have gotten sidetracked. So with summer counselors and teachers and coaches and the pressure to perform, I think that morally we need to get back to the center and remember it's about what's in the best interest of the kids.
Yes, Lisa Wexler, what you say is true. Good to see you. Appreciate that. A reminder, you can always listen live to Lisa Wexler on The Lisa Wexler Show, Monday through Friday from 4 till 6 in the evening, online at lisawexler.com.